Well, I'm Trevor Laster from Dallas, Texas.
Jackson Taylor, Dallas, Texas.
We actually met over Facebook a couple years ago. Just started talking over there. Actually, kind of connected on the fact that we both did porn at the time, and then ended up going out to a movie and just hitting it off. Yeah, it was Salt with Angelina Jolie. It was all right. He wouldn't sit still during the movie.
I like to fidget.
I honestly actually don't remember how I got into it. Somehow I got into contact with Fab Scout, and Howard over there just got me in with a couple scenes, and then I started kind of finding work on my own, I guess, because I wanted to do more than I was being offered.
Yeah.
So that's when I started just going to different websites and actually applying that way.
Okay,
And
cool.
I was found by a little individual company. It was these two guys. They're really, really nice. It was Bad Boys Bondage. And
Okay.
I've never actually shot a film with them where I actually had sex. Most of the time it was just custom videos where
Yeah.
people would send in a script and I would literally like be tied up for like half an hour just sitting in a chair. I'm not kidding. It was ridiculous. Because some of these people had the weirdest ideas. And then
Yeah.
from there, I wanted to actually shoot real porn. So Brian from Chaos Men found me, and I worked with him for a while. And then from there, I just worked with everyone else. We've actually made a promise that we're only going to shoot together from now on. Since
Okay.
we're a couple, we're going to kind of market ourselves that way in the industry as a couple.
Yeah.
We'll shoot with other people as long as it's just us two. Like, does that make sense?
Oh yeah, that makes
won't shoot
complete sense.
individually
Yeah.
with other people.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
that's how we are going to plan on marketing ourselves from here on out.
we are, I say, looking into starting our own website,
Stop it.
but we want to do it out of the house. We want to kind of have, like, we don't want it to be super high definition like we're putting on a show like a lot of companies are. We want it to be that almost like you're signing into our webcam and watching us.
Oh, I have.
You
I
have.
thought it was awesome. Loved it.
Where did you go?
Me and my family went to Toronto because my stepmom is from Toronto. She lived in, oh shit, I can't even remember, but I know that it was just outside of Toronto.
Yeah.
And I thought it was really pretty. We went 4 or 5 years ago for like a summer vacation.
Wow.
He wants to move there actually.
Dude, I want to move to Canada so bad.
No. Hold on. Here we are. Okay, go.
Yeah. And then, yeah, I have this one on my shoulder, which this is Tiesto. And then I just have a nautical saw and a freaking yin yang symbol on my calf. I work out religiously. Actually, last year in January, and if people ever look at old pictures of me, I used to be like 110, 115
Real
pounds.
skinny.
Like, yeah, fucking skin. And most of those were for like Helix. And then I pretty much took almost a year and a half off of porn. And then I just worked out and ate like every single day. And I'm at like 165 right now. And if I could get to 190, I'd be happy. So yeah, I work out pretty religiously.
Yeah.
Working out, so I don't. Don't like it. It's not fun. He always tries to get me to go, and I'm like, I don't want to.
Yeah, well, I always try and bribe him with like sex in the shower or steam room, and he still doesn't do it.
Because I still have to work out prior to. Have a shower.
True.
So I can skip the gym altogether and go to a shower.
You
But
can
he
just.
always talks about how he wants to do it in a public place, how that's one of his fetishes, and
Not
yeah,
the gym, though. The gym stinks. Have you ever, the locker rooms smell. That is not
Yeah.
sexy. There is no aphrodisiac in that at all.
Yeah, he likes a lot of the bondage,
Okay.
and he was the one who bought the straps that go underneath our bed to tie him down. So,
We've both been tied down.
yeah, I don't really care for being tied down as much. I'd rather
He
tie
didn't
him
like
down.
to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thought I would, but and I think it's different too because since he's a total bottom and I'm versatile,
Hmm.
if I'm going to bottom, yeah, you can tie me up. But if I'm gonna top, I don't want to be tied up while you're just kind of doing your thing.
We've tried flip topping, and every time we've tried it, I've gone limp because I can't top.
We've tried one time.
Can't do it. I think we tried twice.
Oh, really?
We tried one time. It was in there.
We tried once in there, and I swear that we've tried in there before.
No, never have.
It's happened.
Because you wouldn't do it again.
Yes, it has. I didn't.
Yeah.
No, I can't give it. I am made. I'm built to bottom.
I'm just
what
gonna
happened.
throw a silver sword into his drink one night while we're drinking and just make him, and then
that's
I'll
why
just
we made that rule that we could like do it with a third, because that way he could get that because he needs that and he likes that. About that, I'm like, go for it. I like watching. I find it hot.
I don't know. I don't think I could sit back and watch you do it though.
Well, you wouldn't have to
I'd be
because
pissed.
you could fuck me while someone fucked you.
I enjoy, I guess, maybe the fame of it, like over Twitter. You know,
Hmm.
just seeing how many followers actually follow my daily life.
I do find it as a turn on. We're total night and day.
Yeah.
We're complete opposites on almost every subject.
I'm to school for hospitality management and my master's in business so I can run a restaurant.
And I'm going to school for biology, so I either want to be a nurse or a marine biologist. So I'm not looking for this as a lifelong career.
Yeah.
I'm just doing it while I'm young and I guess still desirable. Because there's always going to be someone younger and hotter than you.
I think I've been recognized. Like it was never somebody came up which like, oh my god, Trevor Laster. Like I've been out at the bar and I've gone up and like shook somebody's hand or somebody's kind of walked over and they're like, hey, do you do porn? I'm like, oh yeah, and they're like, oh my god, I saw your video, but it's never been like somebody knew right off the bat who I was.
Yeah, I've
Like they
kind of
had
had the same thing.
yeah, they had to make sure, before they just walked up and started talking about how great this person was.
Except mine was on. Mine was like, oh, I think I just saw you on such and such. And I'd be like, oh, okay, cool.
Depends whether I'm topping or bottoming, but if we're talking about what he does, like, and he never does this, that's why it's such a big turn on, is when he just completely walks up and takes control and like forces sex upon me.
Hmm.
Like it would be so hot to one day come home from work and just have him pretty much throw me into the wall and pull down my pants and start going. I have had it one time where I came home and he had already strapped himself to the bed, but yeah, it has not happened since, and it did not happen before.
You can be moody sometimes, okay? That's why. So I don't know if he even wants sex sometimes. Just saying.
Doesn't hurt to try.
It's not fun to be shot down.
You're not gonna get shot
Then
down.
you're just frustrated.
No.
My turn-ons about him are when he is the aggressor, which I guess is one of the reasons why I haven't done it so much, is because I like being thrown around, and I like that he is sizable and able to do that.
Yeah.
With me being as little as I am, height-wise and strength-wise and everything, it worked out perfect, and so I like that. And then I like doing a bear with him. I like him just spitting on his cock and then just going for it.
Yeah.
Since we are in a committed relationship and we're both like negative, I think that it's fine and I mind it.
Yeah.
Fun.